Hey everyone, so this is my review of Midnight Texas, Season 1, Episode 7, called Angel Heart. And essentially what this episode is about is that a bounty hunter comes to Midnight looking for Joe, and as well as Trouble, and Creek really continues to struggle with the effects of what happened last episode with her family and everything around that. And the Rev refuses to give up information about his neighbors, even if it means serious pain and trouble for him. And this was a really interesting episode that did a really good job at sort of setting up this whole broader story plot that this whole season is around, and like furthering that plot without it seeming dumb. It actually kept like informing everyone about what's really going on and really doing a good job of bringing that bigger plot of the sort of frame around what separates Midnight from Hell is cracking, and everyone's starting to realize that even more. And the scenes with Creek were a little annoying and a little hard to watch, with everyone sort of walking on eggshells around her, with the fact of her furthering herself from her family after all the tragedies that happened last episode. And everyone is so careful around her, and she's so on edge, and just all those scenes were just really hard to watch for some reason. I don't know, I kind of felt that they were really kind of annoying, but I don't think that that's what made it hard to watch fully. I did kind of like how this episode ended for Creek, with her breaking up with Manfred and them sort of deciding that they want to live their lives and figure out where they want to go from here without worrying about each other constantly. And I like that, even though it was a little strange that when it was like, oh, okay, all this is then done, okay, you can still sleep here if you want, and stuff like that. That was a little weird, but I understand it kind of, because Creek really has very little other places to go, except for maybe going and staying at Fiji's house, but even then, that's kind of iffy with what's been going on with Fiji. The moments with the Rev were interesting and kind of weird as well, with the fact that right away, pretty much at the beginning of this episode, the Rev is hurt by an angel and is like down for the count and seriously injured, but no one goes looking for him or realizes what's going on with him. They just kind of like, oh, the Rev's not here for some reason, and they just kind of shrug it off. So that was really kind of weird that they didn't really bring anything back to him until it became convenient of, oh hey, we should probably bring the Rev back into all this mix. And all the moments between Joe and like all the secrets revealed around him, and like this angel hunting him and all that stuff, was very interesting, especially with how all these secrets were revealed, especially with what Churi is, and them explaining because of the relationship between Churi and Joe is the main reason why this bounty hunter is hunting him, and it's not because he's just a fallen angel. And just all that sort of secrets revealed, and all that was really, really cool and interesting. And then the whole final fight scene between the two angels of this bounty hunter angel that I can't remember her name of, and Joe, those scenes were really cool, but the one part that did kind of annoy me was the fact that they seemed to be making this big deal about the fact of their plan to get rid of this other angel was to literally send her to hell. And they made such a big deal of planning all this out and going about trying to make it happen, but then they didn't follow through on it, and that was really just kind of annoying to me. Then for some reason, I guess because they're so far my two favorite characters from the show, I really love the one scene between Olivia and Lamb where they are talking about their relationship, and sort of Olivia reminding Lamb of many different things, like how she reminds him that he has to continue to understand that one day she's going to leave him, whether that means that she's going to get old and die, or she's just going to get so old that she refuses to have Lamb see her die, that she's just going to straight up leave. And she continues on her request of her refusal that she does not ever want to be turned into a vampire. And I really don't think that that's going to happen. I think that there is going to come this moment where Olivia's going to get like seriously hurt or something like that, and Lamb's going to refuse to let her go and turn her into a vampire against her wishes. I just really think that that's going to happen because he loves her so much. So I just really still enjoyed that they did sort of have that moment of the two of them sort of talking about their relationship. I just really, really love that. And just overall, this was such a really great and really entertaining episode. And I'm just so excited to see what's going to happen next, especially with how this episode ended. It seems like everything's definitely starting to kick off with this fracture between Midnight and the gates to hell and like all this different stuff. It really seems like all that's sort of coming into motion for the last few episodes, and I'm just so excited to see what they're going to do there. So yeah, that's my review of Midnight Texas, Season 1, Episode 7, called Angel Heart. So yeah,